It says Ajivas on the front page.
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you doing?
Good.
You say on the front page in front of you. There's Ajivas. And then under it says coming. Okay, then you are coming on the old area. Let me see something.
Okay, don't need to do that. And you should be able to just click that participants here, and then if anyone else joins,
It
It'll
usually
be
pops
right
up
there.
here when somebody wants to be admitted, it
Mhm.
usually pops up and I just say admit.
yeah, it should do that too.
Okay,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
all right. It's still on Jokayadega, Jane. All right, okay, everybody else. It's still on Jokayadega. It's still on Jokayadega, right there. We're gonna go into something different today. Now, we did tones. We're gonna go over tones. We're gonna go over tones, so just kind of bear with me.
Mahaya, Chihichagodas.
Okay, can everybody else see me? Can they see me? Can y'all see me? I might be in my camera. How about now? How about now? Can y'all see me now?
Hanya what? No.
Okay, somebody said they can see me and hear me. So let's see. I got my camera right here. So can everybody see me? Somebody can. What about rest of you people? Can you see me now? It might be you, Ella, your maybe your computer. Because somebody said, yes, I can see you and hear you. My camera's on, I know. Okay. Dongo and Jokayade Gaga. That's how. Okay. Choose view in top right. You can put the speaker. Okay, there you go. She said if you. They might need to check their audio and video test on their computer. Ella. Okay, remember, Creek has tone, and we've been over this, okay? And today we're going to start verbs. We're a verb prominent language. This language has a lot of verbs in it, but we don't have plural. Okay, we got plural, but things changes, and this is what you're going to learn to put word content together. Okay, what I want to do here, has everybody got this tones down? Because tones has a lot to do with the language. I don't care how, when you're talking, funny, aggravated, angry, you have to have tones, okay? You have to have tones. So, this is where, some people will say stories aren't as funny in English as it is in Mvskoke. And the reason why is the tones. The tones carry that, carry that message across. Say like, if you're telling a child, Vegas. Vegas means just stop. You're not aggravated with him. You're just saying Vegas. So, but if you say Vegas, that's frustrated with him, her. But if you say Vegas, See how that wagus and that tone changes, and it changes the meaning. You can be nice, frustrated, and totally angry. Just that one word, and using tones now, okay? Using tones. Okay. You can say, and listen, that's a command now, verb command, okay? Now, and you can say, Jayayagas. Jayayagas means quiet, be quiet. But if you say, Jayayagas, that's a little bit frustrated. But if you say, Hanyomen, now, Jayayagas, be quiet now. So see that this tone tells you, and not in a derogatory way, but in a way that's not threatening. And that's a difference between commands in Mvskoke and commands in the English way. Because English can really get, to me, can really get bad, like, quick. And you know, a child can get afraid of that. But if you say, Wagus, see, that tone is there, meaning you mean it, but it's not like, quit. Like, I will hit you if you don't quit. See, there's that difference there with that. So sometimes I think even though we're frustrated or angry, the way we put it across is stern. Let's say stern, okay? So that's what I use with my grandkids. You know, I use the Mvskoke version of commands in order to get them to do something. And I can make it funny. You know, I'll say, wait, guys. If they're doing something funny, you know, I'll say, hey, wait, guys. See, they know that's kind of got this humorous tone to it, okay? Everything's got to do with tones. Tones, so I want y'all to learn these tones, okay? Look here, Mojanita. Tuesday. Remember my hand. Tuesday. In Hadijiska, in Hayatki. Mojanita is today, Tuesday. Or in Hadijiska, in Hayatki. Okay? So, see all this, look here, see, tomorrow, I'm going to be using a little bit of language, y'all, and they'll be going on. In Hadijiska, in Hayatki, Tuesday. Mojanita. Mojanita is today. Okay? Okay. Mojanita. In Hadijiska, in Hayatki. Or Mojanita, Tuesday. Tuesday. Fatchalegat. Fatchalegat is what? Noontime. Fatchalegat. It's noon. Fatchalegat. Okay? That's where we're at right now. Okay. Remember when we say water? We call it owa. That's the most common thing. Owa. Here, let's say it. If we want water, we say owa. There's some people that says wewa. Wewa. But wewa is used when we can't say like we jodi, red water. We can't say owa jodi. We can, and it will be understood, but the correct way is we jodi. We in Gotha, well digger. We don't say owa, we can't say it, but this is the correct way, we in Gotha. We can say owa in Gotha. Owa in Ninoji, a small dish. That's where we're saying that that's a Nini right here is a road. it's a road for water, but with the uji at the end makes it a small road for water. But it's actually a ditch. We fushwa, and we can say uwa fushwa, okay? And it works. Bitter water, we humi, because this is leading you up to something now. So just bear with me. Okay, we hatka is ocean. We can't say uwa hatka. We can say we hatka. We gotcha. We can't say uwa. We gewa is water well. Well water, we wa. We can't say uwa go we uwa. I can't even say uwa ge uwa. We have to say we gewa. We gewa. We ge we wa. We ge we wa. Cold water, we gasapi. We can say uwa gasapi. Okay. All right. Here we go. Look here. Remember, I told you, we studied it before. Infinitive verbs, you can do any with verb prominent to begin with, okay? We're verb prominent. Remember that. We're verb prominent. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Use the verbs 1, 2, and more than 2. And you use verbs all the time. You will use verbs and we don't, as speakers, we don't pay attention to it, but we do. But we use verbs a lot. Okay. And every infinitive verb ends with ida, ida. And that means likida, to run in present tense. We're going to do present tense verbs, okay? So we have ijo, litkis, because litkida is the infinitive verb and litkis means the deer runs. Okay, here we go. But when we don't have ijos, we can't make a plural out of ijo. We can't add an S to it like we do English. Look here. Ijo dogoskis. Ijo dogoskis. 2 deer running. See how this is changing? Dogoskin means 2. 2 deer. Okay, here we go. More than 2 deer. Ijo bifatkis. We can't say ijo, so the verb likida is the one that turns into the plural form. Any questions? You can't say ijos. You have to say ijo dogoskis, 2 deer running. Ijo bifatkis, more than 2 deer running. It's the verb that changes to make it plural, okay? And we're going to do past, present. We got present here. We're going to do past and future on this. And these changes, this is using the verb because we are verb prominent. Okay, we're verb prominent. Okay, here we go. Ifa likis. The dog runs. We can't say ifas likis. I mean, we can't say ifas, ifa likis, that's single. We can't say ifas dogoskis. It has to be the verb that changes here. Ifa dogoskis, 2 dogs running. We can't say ifas because that's not in our language. And more than 2 dogs running is ifa bifatkis. But the base word is likida. Look what we made from this infinitive verb, likida. Look how it changes. Litkis, dogoskis, bifatkis. Okay, look here now. Sally, litkis. Sally is running. Sally done any Dogoskis. Sally and Annie are running. Okay? But we can't say, we can't put this down. So here we go. Sally don, Annie don Nancy befatkis. See how the verb changes. We can't put an S to the nouns, but we have to change the spelling and different words for making the sentence plural, okay? Look here, Jibani Likis, gender. The boy is running. Now, Jibani, remember? Jibani is a gender. The boy is running. Oh, looky here. Jibanagi. This time the noun changed. Jibanagi. Bifatkis. Dogoskis. Jibanagi. See, this changed now from Jibani Likis to Jibanagi Dogoskis. We can't say Jibanese, so we have to put Jibanagi Dogoskis. The boys are running. More than two. Jibanagi Bifatkis. More than 3 boys running. Or more than 2 boys running. Any questions? We're gonna go back over this now tomorrow. It's the infinitive verb is what's changing. Okay. Likis, Dogoskis, Bifatkis. Litkis is 1. Dogoskis is 2 people running. Bifatkis is 3 or more. 2 or more, okay? So this is where this is changing. And the reason why I'm going over this right now is because we've been studying all this back then. Verb prominent language. Remember I told you, verb prominent language. It's about time we got into a little tougher thing. And we're gonna, and we'll keep going over this. There you go. I need to know that. Tell my children to stop. Pluralize both. This and yes, right here. Okay. On this one, isti doesn't need to be. Just the infinitive verb changes right here. Because this infinitive verb, this all comes from this infinitive verb likida. Okay. It all comes from that. But when you get down here to Jibani, you have to change Jibanagi. You have to change the whole thing for the boys are running. But here with 2 or more, you have to listen. You just change the now, okay? Any questions? And I'm gonna go back over this tomorrow. Innaskaba in Hayatki. Innaskaba. Okay. Jibani is gender. Jibanagi means 2. Jibanagi means 2. Jibanagi right here is more than 2, but it stays the same, but the verb changes. Any questions? Okay, look here. Here's another change. Here's another change. Hokti litkis, that's a gender. The girl is running. Oh, look here. Hoktagi dogoskis. We can't say hokti dogoskis. Hokti is 1. Hoktagi is 2. Okay. Hoktagi dogoskis, the 2 girls are running. Okay. Then we got more than 2 running, but it stays here. Hoktagi bifatkis, more than 2 running. And we're gonna keep going over this until we get this, okay? And if you go through this dictionary, you will see so many infinitive verbs. This is just 2 of them. I got more coming on this. Cause jump it, to jump, to listen, to eat, to swim, anything you can do is an infinitive verb. And it all ends with ed. Okay, it all ends with ed. Okay. Philip Litkes. Philip is running. Okay. Philip Don Michael Dogoskis. Philip and Michael are running. Philip Don Michael Don Harry Bifatkis. Philip, Michael, and Harry are running. These don't change in names, but when it gets to this, like a girl, you have to change it. The noun changes, okay? And I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna do some more infinitive verb, single, present, 1, 2, and more than 2. Then we're going, because you can speak, and then we're going to go into past and future, okay? This is hard for people, but this is everyday speaking. Remember, I told you, I'm going to teach you the way I speak, okay? And this is it. Right here, infinitive verb, okoshida, to wash, in present tense. But isti achagi okoses, isti is just a person. You don't have to name them. You just have to say isti. Yes. Okay, yes. Hoktagi litkis is incorrect. You would have to say, because hoktagi is plural. And you can't say is run. You have to say dogoskis, because they both change. Okay, Ted? Does that make sense to you? You would just have to, plural, do both, okay? So let's go back to this. He had a question. Hokti is one woman. Gender now. Hoktagi is 2 or more, okay? 2 or more hoktagi. And that's really confusing because right here, see where did I have it? See, it changes here too. It's the verb that changes, and hoktagi dogoskis, hoktagi bifatkis. Hokti is a single and hoktagi is more than 1, 2 or more. Just like that, it's dongon jokhayadega for one person. Dongon jokhayadega ga for more, for 2 or more. And we're going to go back over this, keep going over it. I think, I'm not sure, in the dictionary, it shows in the infinitive verb. Look, it should say 1, 2, maybe more than 2. I haven't really checked the dictionary. Okay. But there's so many infinitive verbs. Look what I did with just the infinitive verb, litkida. Okay. Now we're going to go to this one, the infinitive verb, okosida, to wash in present tense. Okay. To wash in present tense, because it's got the idea. Okosida, to wash in present tense, is, look here, same thing, but it's just different. Isti achagi okosis, that's present tense. The person is washing clothes. the two men are washing clothes. Isti achagi okoshages. Isti achagi okoshages. It went from okosis to okoshages. Isti achagi, and then more than two. Oh, I forgot this one, but this has got it right here. Okay. Okoskwijages. Isti achagi okoshages is for two. And here should be this one right here. We'll go through this one. Isti achagi okoskwijages. More than two. Okay. Okay, here, this is where this should be right here. I didn't put this in. I was rushing today because yesterday I had to take my husband to the doctor. Okay, look here. Sally achagi okosis. Sally is washing clothes. Sally done. Annie achagi okoshagis. Sally and Annie are washing clothes. Okay, Sally done. Annie done. Nancy achagi okoskwijages. Sally, Annie, and Nancy are washing clothes. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Okoskwijages. But look here now. Let's go back up here. Isti achagi okosis. The person is washing clothes. But then you got isti achagi okoshages. That's two. Person, man, two men. Isti achagi okoshages. It stays the same here, but when you get down here, it says Sally achagi okosis. Sally is washing clothes. Sally done any achagi okoshages. They are washing clothes. They, okay. Sally done any done Nancy achagi okoskwijages. They are washing dishes. I mean, washing clothes. Sorry. I wash dishes all the time. Oktagilikas is also. Is this paper you're teaching from Value Online? It will be available to download maybe, I believe, but it'll be on here. It's recorded, so it'll be on there. It'll be on there. And you know, it's time. See how these words changes? And remember, I said I can teach you words and I can teach you certain phrases, but not to speak in context. And to be a speaker, we have to speak like this, okay? Okay, and I hope this is going to help you. I hope you're learning something, what we're going over from this. Okay, you would say, if you're telling two children to wash your hands, you would say, chingi, okoshaks. We're going to go to that soon, okay? You would say, jingi, oko. There you go, okoshaks. Okoshaks. Right here. Okoshaks. Was it right here? Oh no, that's a command. So we'll go over commands. But right now, this is what we're doing. Okay. We'll go over commands because we're doing verbs and we will do commands because this is part of it. It's telling somebody to do something and it is a verb, isn't it? Okay. Look here. Right here, we're going to go back up here. Chiba ni achagi okosis. Gender, the boy is washing clothes. But when you say jiba nagi achagi okoshagis, that's two boys washing clothes. Jiba nagi achagi okoskwijages, more than two boys are washing clothes. Look how that changed. Look how that changed. That's my everyday speaking right here. And that's what you said, like, wash your hands. I got 3 grandkids, so I'll say, jingi okoshaks. Okoshaks. That's all of them. But if I'm just talking to one, I say, jingi okoshaks. But it's all broad verb common. We're going to go back over this. Okay.
Mahaya.
Uh-huh.
Mahaya. When you're talking about, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say anything, but when you use hookti, and you're using the noun girl, for those that, are sitting there trying to figure out, you're changing the tone in the way you say it when you're saying woman, because you're saying woman, but at the same time, you're saying girl.
Uh-huh. At the same time.
Hookti is woman, and hookti is girl, right?
Well, Hookti is a girl. No, Hoktuji is a little girl. Hoktuji is a little girl. Uji at the end, anything with Uji means little. Hokti is a girl.
Right.
And Hoktali is and Hoktali can be used as a woman too. Hoktali is an older woman, like a elder. Does that make sense? Hoktuji? Yeah, Hoktuji is Hoktuce, Uji. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hoktuji is a little girl. Hokti could be a girl, like a teenage girl, or a woman. Okay. Got it, right.
One. But I just thought that when you talk about, like Hokti, to me would be someone that's about, 20s, 30s, something like that. But like you said, Hokta a lot, is an older lady. And so anyway, Mado.
It's in a context how you use it too. You can call me a Hoktali. Because I've heard people say, Hoktali Jihagis. I'm growing older, or I've gotten older, or I am a older, like a old woman. Mado. Hokti and Hokti die. Okay. Hokti is a girl, but Hokte is dialect. I've never heard Hokte for Hokti, just like naming it, but you can say Hokte Dues. I am a girl. Okay. You could say that. But you would use this for Hokte Dues. I am a girl. Hokti is just like a gender, You're naming the gender, okay? Okay. Now, right here, but look here. Squeejagus, squeejagus. Where did this come from? Let's see. Right here. Just being men is okoshagis for 2, but more than 2 is still the same. But then when you get to this, you can say, that both. This is okoshquijagis. You can use it both ways, guys. Okoshquijagis. It changes, and it can mean how. Some people say, well, like I told you before, we can say, well, how did I say that? What did I say? That's just how it is right here, okay? And it still can be correct. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's it. Any questions on this? Because this is something, okay, every one of these verbs, like you have 2. Would it be better if I put some infinitive verbs up there? Anything in a dictionary that says to run, to read, to run, to bathe, there is so many you can do it right here. All this came from 2 infinitive verbs. You can do anything with them. You can do things with infinitive verbs, and I'm going to go to that. Okay. Say litkida. I'll go to that. Litkida is an infinitive verb. I can say, I am running from this infinitive verb. I can say litkes. That's all it is, litkes. I am running. I think I'll try to do that today and put some up there, using it just by myself. And then, I mean, for this, like what I'm doing. Okay, with infinitive verbs up to, if I can get it done today. If I could get it done today, work on it, which I'm always working on lessons anyway. So let me try that. Mahayada. Okay, look here, there's somebody put down Mahayada. Okay. Mahayada. Mahayada is to teach, because it's got the ita. Okay. Ita. Okay. I can say that girl, the girl is a teacher. Hokti Maha. Oh, I can say the girl is teaching. Hokti Mahayas. Mahayas. Okay. Hoktagi Mahayagidos. Those two girls teach. See, this is a different word, Mahayada. More than two, that's teaching. Hoktagi Mahayagi. Dos. Woo! This language, remember how intelligent it is? Oh my gosh. Where is jagis come? Form in Oskoskwi jagis. Jagis means they are, okay? They are what? And that's what's so hard in this dictionary. I'm still using that dictionary to this day. It's like they are washing. So it's getting a little more complicated in here, and I'm going to add some more to it. But tomorrow I'm going to try to, if I got time, I'm going to try to do some infinitive verbs, just a few. And then I'm going to do it like this. I'll have to put some infinitive verbs up here, okay? This language is so sometimes, okay, I'm still trying to figure out Dogorskis. Okay, Dogorskis is two people, and Bifatkis is more than two. And I don't know if that's helping. Dogorskis means they are running. Those two are running. The two are running. Bifatkis is they are running. One is she or he is running. Two are running, and more than two are running. Bifatkis. Does that make sense? This is kind of, this is something. Is there a pattern for expanding a singular form to two or three, or do we need to? So we just replace litkida. Yes, you just replace it. Okay, they are to be, yeah, irregular. Yeah, that's true, irregular verb. But this is changing. It's just like I am running. Oh, I ran, like, let's see, I'm running. We are running. They are running. It's just like that. But it doesn't change for English except the first. I am, we are, they are. I am running is lead guess. That's saying something that you're doing, okay? And I think I need to do that. And a lot of it's memorization. I don't even know how I did this. Yeah. That's right, Christy. That's right. So this is the hard part of language. Is trying to figure out. But remember, we're verb prominent and you just changed the verb, okay? That's all. Because this all came out from Litkida. Litkis, 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 but then it goes to Dugorskis, 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 to Bifatkis, Bifatkis, Bifatkis. It's just changing that. This, so it's kind of right here. This is where it really changes from Okosagis to Okosquijagis. They are washing. And that's what gets me about this language, you know. It's sometimes far more intelligent than I am. And how I learned this, I don't know how I learned this. I don't know how I learned this. I just speak it that way. But that's the correct way. I'm not going to say correct. I'm going to say that's how we speak it in my area, okay? I don't know. You know, some people ask me, how did you learn how to speak? I don't know. Just being around it, I guess. But I picked up all this. Yeah, English is pretty hard to learn too, I understand, but we English speakers just is over from childhood. Same with Mvskoke, yeah. Just being around it all the time. You know, and I'm sure English was hard for my family. I mean, they didn't really speak good English, but they spoke good enough to get around. And, you know, surviving that in the English world. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, they were good enough to get out. But now, for English speakers to get along in Mvskoke world, it's harder to me. And maybe it is. Yeah. Is saying the girl is washing clothes. A girl is washing clothes. A girl. So, you know, it's just, and I'm sure it is, you know, you just have to absorb it. But the thing with it is we're supposed to speak this language. English is a foreign language to us. It's a foreign language. We're supposed to be speaking Mvskoke. So being a foreign language to our people, now our own language has become foreign to us. But it's still there somehow. That foreign, the language that we're supposed to be speaking is in us naturally. It was put there. So when you were born, it was naturally there. And it can't come alive again. It can come alive again. What about the two sentences? It says English is, see, wait. Under, let me see. Under Hoktagi Achigokos, the two sentences that follow the same for two, more than two is correct. Let me see, is that? Hokti Achigokos is the girl is washing clothes. Hoktagi Achigi Okosagis. The two Hoktagi Achigi Okos. Yes. This is the same. The only thing that changed is the washing part here. It went to Guijagis, Okosquijagis. Okay. And this is the same. Wait now, wait. This should be Okosagis. I'm gonna go back over this paper, guys, and get it. Because this is nothing to be. I can't have you looking at, I can't make mistakes on this. Yeah. Yes, yes, Christy, you got it right. So you drop the ET to every one of the infinitive verbs. Okay. Anytime you got an infinitive verb, it has the okoshka, the okoshida. It's got the ET. No, let's go back to likida. It's got the ET, and that means to run. You can do anything with that. You can say, I am running, she is running, they are running. You can say, I ran, they ran. You can do anything with this. It's an infinitive verb. And being a verb prominent language, it's gonna be, that's what we use at. Anytime you do like eat, ate, eat and ate. Eat is eat, but eat is hombida, to eat. Home base, I am eating. Home base, that person is eating. But when it says, you can say, Ijo home base, the deer is eating. Ijo home bagus, the deer are eating. Ijo home bagus, that stays the same. This is where complication comes in and just having to learn it. I know I wasn't taught this way. The language, I was not taught this way. I was just taught to speak. And I knew when to use which one. I knew when to use it and when not to use it and when to use it. And I think that's what kind of how we're going to have to do this, okay? We'll just go over it and over it until we get it. Okay. So it's always like infinitive verb likida. So you would say, Ijolitkis, the deer runs. The deer is running. Ijodoboskis, 2 deer are running. Ijobifatkis, more than 2 deer are running. But when you get down here, Philip Litkis, Philip is running. Philip Don Michael Dogoskis, you gotta name him. Because we don't have, okay, Philip, Michael are running, but oh, look here. Philip, Don Michael, Don Harry, Bifatkis. Philip, Michael, and Harry are running. You have to name them, okay, when it comes to people. But here, Ijo, you don't have to like an object or an animal. Because if they're animals, you got to Ijo. They don't have names. Just like here, Hoktilikis, gender, the girl is running. Hoktagi, the Goskis, the 2 girls are running. Hoktagi, Bifatkis, more than 2 running. But see, when you got this is you have to name everybody on this one, okay? But look at Jibani and Jibanuki. That changes too. Jibani is a gender, but Jibanuki is more than 1. But it stays the same for more than 2. But people, I can't tell you how I learned this. I don't know how I learned this. I guess it was verbs were used very often in my family, maybe. Being a verb prominent language, that's how I had to learn. Lugorskis has its own infinitive and Lugorskis not likida. Maybe. Okay, we'll see, Ella. Hey, somebody's got a thing here. You got who is that? Ted, was that Ted? There you go. You might have a point there. Let me check that over. You might email that to me. Because I'll never forget it if I walk out of this. You have my email, it's Rebecca B. at MvskokeNation.com.
Mahaya, real quick.
Okay.
Just like saying, it's going to be hard for them to learn this, but like they keep wondering how we learned it. And just like you, I just heard, I would hear them talking, and that's how I learned it. And I don't remember English in my family until I was about 5 or 6 when I was getting ready to go to school. And so, even though we lived among white people, I wasn't around them enough to, learn what they were trying to say. And I thought this one lady was speaking a foreign language when she was, her son said, oh, she was speaking hillbilly. And see, that didn't make any sense to me either. Anyway, Mado, you're doing a good job. Dying, Obi.
Well, there is no, I can't speak perfect English. I don't speak the way I'm supposed to. But who does? And so a lot of times I'll make a mistake and I'll say me and Mitchell instead of Mitchell and I. I'll say me and Mitchell, but how many people says that? I always say Mitchell and I, and then I watch what I say. But with this, this is, English is hard. But you know what? English has changed too, because I hear my daughters going, buh. And we got buh, might not be buh, but it's different, like buh, and they got different words for different things. And I'm like, what is that? Speak English is what we tell them. But, and I don't even know what buh means. We got share. That's Uchis. They say share, and we go e. We go e. You hear kids, they'll say e, and they'll say share. But and now they're adding buh. Our word was e, and then I would hear share. English is changing, and I don't even know what English is. But this, we don't want to change the Mvskoke, okay? We don't want to change this. And how I learned this, I don't know. I'm like, what am I? How did I learn this? I don't know, guys. Just being around it. But a lot of you guys, like I said, we were meant to speak this. English is foreign, and you will pick it up. It's just going to take time. I didn't even know I knew this until I started. I thought this is what y'all need to learn. And then I thought, yeah, I didn't even know I knew this. That's like, isti achagi okosis. Okosida is the isti achagi okosagis. The two people, 2 men, whatever, are washing. Isti achagi okosquijagis, right here. Okosquijagis. This is what makes this language to me. It's just like English. It's just done in a different language. And like I said, they got buh, we got e. We got share. We don't have buh. But they, my daughter, they got buh. And they were talking something the other day, and I didn't even understand what they said. I was like, what's that? What else is there, Coco, when you say E? Is there another word for like E? What we say?
Imadot.
Imadot. See? Imadot. But they'll say E when they're joking or something. They'll say E. E. It ain't even, I don't even, it's not even a word.
I heard Madot, and I also heard.
Yeah,
I
my
also
dot.
heard-
Eat my dot. That means, oh my goodness, or that's frustration now.
And I also heard Madawadi.
Yeah, that's another one. I heard plenty of that. It says kids have the, yeah, they do. They have their own slang and we don't know it. And we do too. But the very two is like E and E my dot. E my dot is, oh my goodness. You know. And this is where we're is there a word for sage in our language? Did we use sage for any purpose? We didn't use sage. I think buck comes from Comanche and means like, oops, really? Hey, that's a good to know. I did not know that. Sage, we just called it something to put into something. Abayida. Abayida. But you know what? Abayida is to put something into something. But you know what? The other day, we went to Walmart and my husband said, what else you need? And I said, a baga. What's a baga? It is baking powder. And that means just to put something into something too. And I'm like, and I think, remember, I think language all the time. And I thought, a baga? Where did a baga come from? They must have, we didn't know what it was, what baking powder was. So we called it a baga, put something together with it. Put it in with something. Abayida sage, same thing. Put something in a baga. And I think that's what makes this language too. We have a lot of descriptive words and words that aren't something, we just had to describe it or make a name for it. What about Damwadi? Damwadi, there's that tone again. You can say Damwadi. Like, and then you can say, like, if somebody got hurt or was in a car wreck, they'll say Damwadi. Or if somebody died, Damwadi. Or if you just frustrated the dickens out of somebody, Damwadi. I heard more of that than the rest. I'd come in and my mom used to tell me, you better not come in here crying or you're gonna get a spanking. Cause I was out there, I was wanting to play and all I had was boys, my brother and his friends. And I had to keep up in order to be able to play with them. Well, then a little girl came into our neighborhood. We wasn't even a neighborhood, it was out in the country. In our community, so we started playing together and we're friends to this day. And just to keep up, and then me and her started playing with these boys, and we had to keep up with them. So, and if we got hurt, they'd say, down one day. Downwardly means again like frustration, downwardly. Like oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When we come in here, oh my gosh. Kind of like that. It's like an expression, okay? Let's see my in Spanish. See, everybody's got that frustration, they're just like us. And we can do that downwardly in any way. Sympathetic, funny, angry, frustrated, any way we want to. Using tones. Tones. Remember tones. Remember tones. Okay. Hasiskika. Remember? Fachalegi. Juanitos. Has noon. Hasiskika. Hasiskika. Hamgat orthis. Or hasiskika hamgat orthidos. Or hasiskika hamgis. Orthibiga. Mado jiget chaget. Hey, there's one. Hey, okay. Let's see. I did see. Okay. We don't have buys, remember? In Neskaba, in Hayat Gat, Chihijathis. Right here, Chihijathis. In Neskaba, in Hayat Gat, Hadam Chihijathis. In Neskaba, in Hayat Gat, Chihijagathis. See how that changed? In Naskaba, in Hayatka, Hadam Tihijiatis. See how this changed? Wednesday or the morning after Tuesday, I will see you again. Ted, are you okay? Yeah.
God.
Okay, Ted. Hadam Tihijaga. Let's see each other again.
Paramji Hijatis.
Oh, I know. All right. Okay, we're gonna go back over this and I may add infinitive verbs to it a lot more. And then I may and just show you how those infinitive verbs can use. I don't know if I can write sentences, but the first one I'm going to use is the liquida and everything, all that, okay? So, Mado Jigetsuget, I hope this is kind of helping you maybe, or I hope it's gonna get you to where I want y'all to go. Oh, pretty baby. So, I'll see y'all. Hadam Jihijagathis. Hadam Jihijagathis. Right there.
Paramji Hijatis.
Oh, I know. Mado. Mado.
Mado,
Yeah.
Chihichafkis.
Oh,
Gotta
I know.
go.
What G, Christy? What G?
Mado.
But G
Gotta
is an
go.
expression. Like
Gotta
a
go.
high five, way to go. There you go. Hey. All right, Mado, everybody.
Mado, Chihichafis.
Oh, I know. Mado.